Hey guys, Naturallynellzy here today, and I'm back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Chanel and I am a creative entrepreneur. I am going to teach you guys the tips and tricks on how to deal with the banging in my apartment. Why? If you guys are familiar with my channel, I am a creative entrepreneur and I'm going to show you guys some of the tips and tricks on how to build your business as well as grow your following on social media. So I usually get questions from people about their Instagram page, and a lot of the time they want me to review to see what's going on, why is it not growing, and so on. So if you guys are interested in finding out ways on how to figure out why your Instagram is not growing, please keep on watching this video and continue to listen to the banging in my apartment. God, I cannot wait to move. So the number one thing that I can tell you guys is when you are starting out on Instagram, you really have to figure out what's going to work for you. A lot of the time, our Instagram pages really are supposed to be for us, but in reality, it's not really for us, for our followers. Like, let's be real. We're here to entertain them. And depending on what kind of information that they're looking for or what kind of content they're looking for, you have to do your research into what it is you need to post. So if you're new to Instagram or you're trying to figure out what to do, I would say do some research to see exactly what works on Instagram. There are so many different categories and niches on Instagram, so you don't have to feel like you're going to narrow yourself down. So for instance, if you're into natural hair, there is a huge community of people on natural hair. That could be a niche for you. If you're into fashion, that could be another niche for you on Instagram as well. And if you are into fitness, look at these abs. That is another niche for you. And then you also want to think about, is this content that you feel like you can upkeep so that your followers can be entertained? The second thing I want to point out is actually niching down. I continuously write about this in blog posts. I talk about this in videos. I talk about this in DMs. You guys have to niche down. I know we all want to do everything and, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. That's pretty much what that title means, and the same thing can be applied to Instagram. So if you do have a particular niche that you feel you have a liking to, I would say just stick with it. Instagram followers tend to be very, very picky, and the slightest thing that goes off your niche can actually get you unfollowed, so you have to be careful with that. A good example of this would be, let's say if I have an Instagram account about kittens, you know, like every single one, there's kittens, there's little kittens, there's big kittens, there's fat kittens, there's skinny kittens probably aren't good, so let's not say that. But the whole niche is kittens. The entire theme is kittens. So if you're scrolling past my page, you know, I'm just looking for like my daily dose of kittens, and I see a picture of a grizzly bear, I'm gonna be confused. A lot of the times people go to certain pages because they're looking for some type of value. If you're kind of like veering off the path of what I originally followed you for, I'm not gonna want to follow you because I feel like, you know, you're not really like, you know, being like honest with me, and you're not being consistent, and I did not follow you for grizzly bears. I followed you for kittens. Another reason as to why your account may not be growing is because you're not really putting the quality into your content. And the reason why I can say this is because I kind of remember like back in the days where I would just like throw up a cute photo, not put any type of like, you know, planning into it as far as like with my theme, not really putting a nice emotionally geared caption that can resonate. I would just put up something that like showed, I don't know, a picture of my face and say, haters gonna hate. That's it. I'm not joking. That's honestly how I used to run my Instagram account. And if you're doing the same thing, it's not going to get you the results that you want. Instagram is a community, and you really have to think of it that way. So if you are putting out content, make sure that your photos are high quality, because Instagram is actually favoring quality photos. If you have something that's blurry, if you have something that doesn't really show exactly what the image is, Instagram can tell because they have the technology to scan your photos. Same thing that goes for your caption. If you're going to put up a photo about something, make sure that you're spending time to think about like, what exactly does this photo tell me? Do I get any emotion from this photo? Is there any type of value to this photo? Can it resonate with anyone? Can it relate to anyone? And always be transparent with your followers. Say exactly what's on your mind. Say exactly what's on your chest. Get it off. Like, I like to think of my Instagram page as a mini therapy session for me. So I absolutely love it. And anytime when I post, my audience always knows like, Nels, I feel you. I'm going through the same thing. And that's how we get the engagement going. Next thing I want to tell you guys is study your analytics. This is so important. Like back in the days, Instagram didn't give us any of this information. And now if you have an Instagram business account, they literally tell you like, hey, this is what you post. This is what time of the day you post. This is the type of content that does well. If you decide that an Instagram business account is for you, make that switch. So when you're on Instagram, you're gonna go to your regular profile. You're going to click the little three, I don't know, they're like slashes or something in the side. And then you're gonna click Insights. It should be at the top of your page. It will literally tell you exactly what's going on with your content. It tells you the number of times that your profile was viewed. It tells you exactly when you have the most action or engagement in your account. So for me, this one is saying Thursday. It tells you exactly what your reach is. It tells you exactly what your impression is. I'm getting DMs as I'm doing this video. And then when you go over to content, it tells you exactly what does well on your page. As you guys can see from here, you can see that I have a lot of engagement here on, looks like content me being half naked, which I'm not really a fan of. My graduation photo was something that was high trending. Another scantily clad photo. So obviously the more you show, the more likes you get, but that's not where we're going with this. Obviously fashion photos, really bright colors. Instagram literally tells you exactly what to post. It tells you what the engagement is. And if you head over to the audience tab, you'll also see that it will tell you your top locations. So for my Instagram page, I see that it's New York, second is Atlanta, then Philly, Houston, and then Baltimore. Baltimore, that's actually pretty weird because I've never been to Baltimore. At least I don't think so. Now I'm looking at the age range. It tells me exactly what my largest demographic is, and it is 25 to 34-year-olds. I can obviously see if it's women. I can see if it's men. It tells you all that stuff. It even tells you the time when your followers are most active on Instagram. Like, guys, come on now, use this information. What I would suggest is pretty much doing like a weekly study session of your analytics so you can see exactly what's working. And if you do that, you'll kind of like get into the habit of seeing like, okay, I know I'm going to get engagement if I do a post on this. I know I'm going to get a lot of comments if I do a post on this. I know if I talk about this particular issue, it could be a trending topic, I'm going to get a lot of engagement feedback on that. These are different things that you can use when you're thinking about scheduling your posts, and this is going to help you get more followers, likes, and engagement. Now, segueing into my song and dance on engagement, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I keep telling y'all, engage with your audience. Instagram does not want to show content to people that don't want to see that content. So if they see that you're actively responding to comments, if you're actively engaging on other people's, content as well, it's not all about you, okay? It's a give and take situation here. And if they see that you're replying to DMs and you have a message going, they're going to put your content out to more people. So guys, I keep telling you, if you get a comment, respond to it. If someone sends you a message or a DM, respond to it. If somebody invites you to an Instagram live, do that as well. Because all that information is going to go straight to Instagram, and what they're going to say is, oh, I see they're engaging. Show this person's post to their followers. Cross-promoting is another way that you can actually grow your following, because this allows you to take, the whole follow growth strategy off of the Instagram platform and put it on a couple of different other ones. But make sure that you're doing it in a way where it's easy to follow you. A lot of the times I'll see that somebody will just have their Instagram written in, but you got to remember, millennials, we're lazy. So if it ain't a clickable link, I ain't gonna click it. Make sure that you are leaving a digital trail back to your Instagram profile, and make sure that the trail is easy for me to follow. AKA, I need to be able to click on it. Hashtags are another way that you can grow your Instagram. I'm sure this is no secret to anyone. And thankfully, your girl is finally cracking the code behind hashtags. I was able to look at my impressions, and when I was able to look at the hashtag portion, I saw that 1,123 people came to my post strictly from using those hashtags. Now, there was a second time when I did the same thing with hashtag research. Go figure, it is another lingerie shoot for a company. But I digress. I was able to look at my hashtags, and girl, I got 10,463 people simply from hashtags. Boom. Hashtags do still work. That being said, guys, that is pretty much my video on why your Instagram is not growing. Please leave a comment down below and let me know if you are guilty of some of these, because I'm pretty sure y'all probably got about a good 3, that's 1, 3 or 5 or maybe less of these. I don't want to poop all over your Instagram pages. If you guys enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of my content, especially on my Instagram page, be sure to follow me at Naturallynellzy. And if you guys feel like subscribing to the channel, you can do that too, because we're a little community over here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.